Chat. So I get my headphones connected. Must have been a little bit of a problem. I was trying out some JBL headphones I have. I have a wired and wireless version one. I tried out the wired. Audio goes through. But the microphone doesn't work. So I can set up my, if I can find it, I could set up my PlayStation camera and have that audio through there just so I have headphones that actually have clear audio. But I can't seem to find my camera. So I guess we'll just only use it whenever I'm playing by myself in that stream. But today I am playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. Because I got it for free and I thought it'd be a fun game. Let me go through my audio. Let's just hear it. Alright, up a little more. There we are. So yeah, this is the Stanley Parable. I played this once and I beat the game.
This is the story of a man.
I don't want to be back here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I don't want to do the normal route right now. I'm just gonna...
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there?
Isn't this an
you want to
infinite
find out
loop?
what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
Isn't this where you have to
Would
like...
you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Where am I?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
The end is never the end is never the end is never the end is loading.
The baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
All right.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Okay, I'm done with this baby. He's annoying.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Nope,
because
baby.
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
End is never the end is never the end is never the end is loading. Am I really gonna play this for like 2 hours, 3 hours? Yeah. Oh,
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there. Oh no. No, it can't be.
Oh, fuck, this
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
For him, this
Something with
chirping
walls.
makes me think
Something
of
with nice,
PVA toys.
big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Man, if they put Rocket League in here, I'm hitting a fucking musty flick. I don't care.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Dude,
There
it's
are lots of cars
slanted.
here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
If it's that, oh my god, I love this game. Oh fuck, no, no, don't go in, no, no,
Are
ow.
you doing it? Are you... Hold on. What are you doing?
I got lost.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come.
Oh nah, I hate this feeling that there's something watching me, but wait. Dog, I hate this.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes... And soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the
No, I need
chaos,
someone that
the
gives me...
fear, and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this
Mm-hmm.
world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be soon. Very soon. I can wait. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
There's gotta be.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Reading input. Hold up. What am I? It's a fucking pen. Is it? Excuse me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to... Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
Yeah, I'm
so
not
he
gonna
turned
stand there.
around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We're gonna take the different route of his office. Yeah, on second thought, we'll just go in here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I hate having a controller that pulls.
Incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I lost my keyboard. I like my keyboard.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. But it's, you know, it says escape, you gotta trust it.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I'm not gonna keep doing that.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his
Is that gonna
brief
be
and shallow
me?
life. Farewell, Stanley.
If I crouch, I can't get hit.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
No, I didn't. See? Okay. Yeah, sure. Can I, like, no, not go there? There's gonna be a
And
jump
yet
scare.
it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Do the doors open? No. No. No, that's cool though. Ooh, photos. The paintings. So that's like the all that and all that started out as that. That's cool. It's 220. What the hell? Come up. Come up. Come 4, 2, 7. That's cool. Like, actually, this is a cool place. Tells you everything. The office. And would war rage against the native? Starting with those too far joking.
on the nose for the tone of the game, plus some people intercepted as making fun of people like shooters, which was not our intention. No, because that would have been cool. Wait, Warzone? Where do I go now? Is this just an endless loop of credits? Did I walk through here? No, I didn't.
Stanley pushed the big red button, and finally, he pushed the number 9.
It's kind of eerie because I feel like something's just gonna be right behind me.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Oh man. No, I can't see. Man.
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh man, I thought I was safe. Well, you know what?
You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
What?
As long as you move forward,
How do you know I was
will pick
playing
someone
on
else's
PlayStation?
path.
That's actually
Step
cool how they...
on, it'll be your only true choice.
Ta-da.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
I want to get all the beans, but that'll... Yeah, I got nothing else to do. I could have been playing COD, some Rainbow. Yeah. I'll be playing some Family Parable, so who cares? That does that water. Still not right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business,
Bro, I need to get a new
Stanley took the
controller. This
first
controller,
open
every
door
time I
on his
move
left.
the right joystick, it squeaks.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
Listen.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What's down? Never been down here before. Actually kinda scared, cause who knows, I could get jumped.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Are you gonna fucking kidnap me? Eh, who cares? I don't care. Yeah, spoilers.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Yeah.
We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
Employee
Story
fired.
completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time,
Yay.
suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Yeah, but the door is wide.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Yeah. In a little bit.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, it's good. I found a new way.
Unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No, that was probably a good way too, fucker. Yeah, he's probably right. Watch, I'm gonna walk. You know what? Oh, it looks all so normal.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
No.
I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
I don't know why I keep doing the keyboard clicking sound. It's just like... It's fun.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood. Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting.
Oh,
Just
no.
me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
A banana with a cowboy hat.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
A banana with a cowboy hat.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each
This
door
game is
has to
giving me a
lead
headache. I have a
somewhere, which means
horrid
that
headache right
somewhere
now.
the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door. Here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with that counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it.
Hold up, I'm gonna just, to make this easier on my end, I'm just gonna turn this on so I can see who typed all that.
Stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know,
I'll be having
I
a
suppose
long
in
day.
some way that this is a kind of story.
I'm doing
Wouldn't you
good though.
agree?
How you
I'm
doing?
not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you
What the fuck was that? Did I just get hit by a fucking train? Did a train just go through the office and just run me over from behind? Did I just fucking die?
all of his co-workers were gone, what could it mean?
You're kinda
Stanley
lucky
decided
over
to
where
go to
I
the
am.
meeting
It's
room.
fucking
Perhaps he had simply
snowy
missed a
out.
memo.
Freezing my fucking hands, almost getting frostbite.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
So I've seen YouTubers play this. It's kind of like trying to mess with you, trying to build a story, but you want to revolt and go follow your own story. It has a lot of endings. I like this game. I like YouTubers that played it. I started playing it yesterday. It's a remake of just the Stanley Parable. It might give you a story on what it is.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences.
I like the game. It's a fun game. It's pretty much like an adventure game, but you choose your own adventures instead of listening to the narrator. If you want to listen to the narrator, you can.
Oh, well,
But
this
if
sounds
you
delightful.
do what you
I'm
want
very
to, then you
excited
can
see
get
the
to stuff
thrilling
like
new
this,
Ultra Deluxe content.
where you're on like a wild trip.
Okay, so far it's
I'd recommend it.
Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving?
I got the
somewhere
game
or-
for free.
Oh,
That's
here we
why
go.
I like it
All right,
through
finally,
PlayStation
at
with
long
PS
last,
Plus.
It's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I can give you the price on it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
So
It's as if
Stanley Parable
Oh,
Ultra
okay.
Deluxe.
Let's see the content. Give me the
Um,
content, Stanley.
I feel like it's worth it. It's a fun game. It's a game if you just want to
All right.
stream.
All right,
Just
let's
so then
see.
you're-
It's the jump circle.
I'd say if you want to stream it just for your channel,
is that
it
it?
might help
Surely
because
that's not all the new content.
I've played
There
this
has
for
to be something
47
else,
minutes. It
right?
feels like I've played it for 20. It's like it
Another
speeds
element.
right by.
Stanley, I
It's
have
an
to say,
entertaining in some
initial
parts. Other
impressions of
parts
this
it
game
can
are
be
not
boring.
positive.
But
It's
you can
just
play it for like
elevators
4
and
hours and
jumping.
get a good video
This
out
is
of
what
it.
passes for
That's
exciting
what I'm
new
gonna try to
content.
do.
If this is new
Right now I'm
content,
just showing
then
it
I could
off,
just read
seeing
you the
how
whole
YouTube
dictionary. There's
reacts
20
to it.
hours of new
And
content
then,
right there.
so I
Hell,
do like
I could
hour
count to
stream
30
when I
trillion.
first get a
You could
game.
put that on the
So then I
box.
can see
The
how
Stanley
YouTube
Parable
reacts to it, if there's any
Ultra
copyrighted
Deluxe, now with
music.
over
If there is, then
1,000
I'll
hours of new
edit the
content.
settings and
there's-
all that.
wait,
If there isn't,
there's
then
more.
I'll
Very
just
good. Yes.
stream
I
it
knew
again.
there had to be something
So once it
else.
hits the
Let's
hour
see it.
mark, I usually
I'm
take a
ready for
break,
whatever it is.
and then I stream in like 30-35 minutes.
That's it?
Once
Oh,
I
you've
get to like a
gotta be
save
kidding
point,
me.
or
You
once
see,
I get to an
Stanley,
ending, if
this
it's
is
near the
what
hour mark, I
happens when
just
greedy
stop.
video game developers with
That's
no
what I'm gonna
respect
do
for
with
their
the
fan
next
base
game I
rush a
have. It's
cheap
a
expansion to market
Hot
for
Wheels
no
racing
reason
game,
other
and
than
that'll
to
be a
make an
fun
easy
game,
dollar.
'cause I used to
And
play
don't
it.
get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it.
So,
in fact, I'm
there's
looking
millions
right
of
now at the game's
what I'm in.
trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them.
But there's a lot of endings to this game.